Normally, losing to Manchester United in the FA Cup would leave me shattered. But, where you going? Now I'm just numb. I can't even argue anymore. Ozil didn't start, and when he came on, he didn't do anything. But it's Unai Emery's house. He can decorate it any way he wants. I realize Unai Emery had limited choices today because of injuries. But you know what? Can you tell me something? Did we fucking piss off some old gypsy woman and she put a curse on us with these injuries? Socrates out. Then they go right down the middle. And Alexis Sanchez, the weasel of all weasels.
I tried to.
Then Alexis Sanchez. I can't not laugh when my son is around. Just one other thing. The reason that I make these stupid ass videos for AFTV. I got to retire early from a radio career after 15 years because my wife has a real job. And back in May, there was a huge fire in the kitchen of my house. I got the kids out of the house, but I suffered first, second, and third degree burns all over my body. I was in the hospital for a week, and when I got home, I couldn't do shit. But AFTV, something that I just casually watched, AFTV took me to the World Cup. They took me on the Arsenal road trips, and I wrote to them in the comments sections with my bandaged hands, and they literally were a huge part in helping me recover. So when I make videos for them, it's because I love them. What they did for me, I'll never forget. And I enjoy making videos and suffering with the rest of my fellow Arsenal fans. New York out.
But when Socrates, who is easily our best defender, came off injured, we began to crumble at the back. Mustafi replaced him, and no sooner did he come on the pitch than we conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes. And to see the way we defended for the second goal, which Lingard scored and celebrated the way he did, was so frustrating to watch. But then we managed to pull one back just before half time, and I was looking forward for a positive response in the second half, like we've been doing for majority of the season, but that was never to be. I think the manager made a blunder by taking Europa off, who I thought was possibly our best player, along with Lacazette. Now that we're out of the FA Cup, we need to concentrate on getting back into the Champions League, either by finishing in the top 4 or by winning the Europa League. And in order to do that, we need to buy some players, especially a centre back, and hope Socrates' injury is not a major one.
I don't mind to lose if the team put the effort, but today the players need to look at themselves and pull up their socks. That performance was not good enough. Second half, we started pretty well, but the momentum went down because of the injuries. And I want to see Kroenke showing some care about this football club, because as supporters we do care about this club. We bleed for this club, so we want to see this club fighting. And again, we need to sort out the defense, because we lost some players today. We need to get proper defenders and try to concentrate on the top 4, because we are out already for this cup. Now we need to concentrate on top.
There's not much to say. Awobi was awesome. Final third, probably couldn't get a goal, but felt like everybody was just standing still. Nobody was helping him. But he was driving with the ball. Thought Ozil was good when he came on. I actually really think Aubameyang and Lacazette were terrible. When Socrates came off, then they had a little bit of life. But for the rest of the game, I really thought we were the better team, but final third was terrible. That defense has to get fixed. All right, put the loan fund in here, guys. We need money. Get the money for the loans right here. Dennis Suarez, Luis Suarez, Jose Suarez, whatever Suarez we need, go get him.
It's a process. To me, I'm even happy we're out of the FA Cup.
I'm happy we're out of all the Carabao Cups and we just have the Premiership to focus on now and the Europa League. That's the main point. For us to hit the top 4 or we either win the Europa League. Those other competitions are just hindrance. Let's get behind this coach. He knows what he's doing. We all see what he's doing. Let's get behind him. I don't like all those fans talking anyhow, shouting, oh, Emery out, he doesn't know what he's doing. This man just came in. He's not even up to a year now. We shouldn't complain. We need to give him time. And we can see that the work he's doing is showing. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. Look at the Chelsea coach. Look at Sarri. Look at the people he wanted. He had them. He has them in his team. So why can't we be patient with Emery? I don't get it why some Arsenal fans are being idiots, just complaining on social media. Emery out. He's not competent enough. His tactics are not good enough. If you're a good coach, then why can't you go there? Look at what happened to Thierry Henry now. He was a Sky Sport pundit, and he analyzes game. He analyzes football. But now he's gone to the real world, to where the real thing is happening, and it could not even last. So sometimes you need to give these coaches a break. He hasn't even spent up to a year in the team, and we're complaining.
Yes, another disappointed game, but it is what it is. I think Ozil should have started, but you know, who knows what's going on with him. But Koscielny, you know, he was okay. We lost to Manchester United. That's the worst thing. But out of the FA Cup, out of everything really, except Europa League, we have to win Europa League in order to get Champions League next year. I'm still hoping for a top 4. It's dwindling. We're dropping out of every competition, especially to Man United. But you know what? It is what it is. We can get back in the game, strengthening the transfer window, the little few days we have left in the transfer window, get some defenders, possibly get a nice winger, and then finish strong in our first season, do some signings in the summer, do the business, and come back strong. Bad day for us, but guns out, Arsenal, bullet!
Even in the second half, we're trying, like 4 or 5 times, we're trying to walk the ball into the net, like not really like exchanging passes in Manchester United 18-yard area. Many times Ozil, Ramsey, Kolasinac did that, and nobody's taking a shot. I mean, take a shot, man. Maybe it will get a deflection, you can get a penalty, touch a hand or whatever. You never know. Just try it. Like Lacazette tried this twice, and he drew 2 good saves. And it was a hateful team. And to add more, insult to the injuries, that this Lingard, the asshole, he got away again with a sending off. And he's scoring again against us. It's very frustrating, and it's just a cheap game, and it's a bad night all around.
I hate losing against Spurs or Man United. Good effort from the team. The kids played well. They tried their best, but there was no quality in the final third. We just sprayed the ball left, right, and center. You can see there was no focus, no quality. So we got done tactically. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came with a simple plan. Get his goal early, then sat back, gave us all the ball we wanted, and then that's it. 20 minutes to go, brought in Martial and Rashford, 2 fast players, and that's it. The deal is done. So Emery, you got done there tactically. And you trust Guendouzi, don't like Ozil? Well, that's it. Guendouzi is a young kid still learning his trade. Xhaka, center back. We were a team that had no direction. So that's a sign of things to come. The board is not going to spend any money. So where are we going? You can see a team that's going upward, and we are going nowhere.
We are being harsh on these Arsenal players. The thing is, they aren't good enough. And we expect good enough from players that aren't good enough. Fans saying that, these players are lazy, they should improve there, they should improve there. But I'm saying these players have reached their full capacity. Still, that's the difference between a world-class players and average players. World-class players put in a high level of football performance week in, week out. And average players play well here, play badly the next week, we play well here, we play badly the following week. You tried anyway. Well done, Iwobi them. Iwobi isn't good enough. The guy tried, but obviously we know in terms of just footballing ability, he's not good enough, but he tried. So that's the standard of Arsenal players now. So we shouldn't expect too much, because having high expectations, we just end up being hurt and, I don't know, depressed.
That game was really heartbreaking for Arsenal fans, especially because it came after that wonderful defensive performance against Chelsea, which raised our hopes in that we thought that, you know, there was something developing, there was something solid coming in our defense, but those hopes were shattered today. In the Chelsea game, we saw that Bellerin, Koscielny, Kolasinac and Socrates were key to our defensive performance, and they all played well, whereas today we lost Bellerin, you know, to injury last week, and on top of that I hear that Socrates is injured and Koscielny is injured, and none of them performed well today. So it sort of, you know, exposed us and our weaknesses, and it feels like we're back to square one. And as an Arsenal fan, I think that me and other Arsenal fans around the world are really concerned about, you know, what the rest of the season is going to look like.
Koscielny and Petr Cech, from looking at them, you already know that it's time for them to hang up. Just hang up the boots and go. Petr Cech, just retire now, to be honest. Up front, bringing Ozil in the 60th, 70th minute, obviously he won't make an impact because he's not an impact player. If he had started the match, things could be a bit different, and bring on Aaron Ramsey as that impact player. It was poor. Injuries again, a lot. Hope Socrates is not that bad, and with Koscielny as well. But like, if our owner is not going to give us any funds to go out there and get players, then at least let's try and turn our attention to our youth players like Julio Frezuelo, who still plays with the under 22, used to play with Bellerin. Bring him in, give him a chance. Give anyone from the youth academy a chance to come and do something. I believe they'll do better than most players that we have.
Hello Gooners family, what a season we're having. Wow, we literally down to bare bones in defense. As you can tell, I'm driving, heading back home from work. Didn't get a chance to see the game, but I heard about the injuries. Literally, we're losing every defensive player. If you look at it this season, we've lost literally every single defensive player. If not coming back from injury, we're going back onto the injury table. Mavropanos injured, Koscielny injured, Bellerin injured, Holding injured, Socrates injured. How many players do we have going onto the injury table? It's just like, wow, I don't understand. I don't know if it's the training methods that the players aren't used to, of a new management, new coaching. I don't know, or maybe we're just so unlucky. I still believe in this team. I believe we will do something this season. I believe we will end it well. So don't lose heart. Keep your hopes up. Keep supporting the team. I believe something great will happen.
Hi Ghana family. We have lost again. To defend us out, how unlucky can we be? This is going to be, I think top 4 is out. I mean, we have lost to defenders and we're poor at defending. So what are we going to defend with? Maybe we could ask Trump for a wall, because we really need the wall. And it will be decided to have more of the possession but not attack. This game needed high tempo and attack. It will be kind of slowed it down pretty much, because he held the ball much and was just distributing it in one line. I think probably he decided to listen to the coach so much, and then he forgot to be imaginative in the game. Anyway, let's see how the next game goes. Yeah.